Peter, just speak to the impressive display of depth of your hockey club.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot out of all the lines right from the drop of the puck. So pretty, maybe the best team win of the year. Just I thought consistency from all lines, just going over the boards, really good.
And Ryan Lindgren back in the lineup. Your thoughts?
It was awesome to have him back in there. He's just a real good defender and plays heavy minutes and hard minutes for us. And I thought him and Vic did pretty well together as well. So, I mean, jumping back in the first time is never an easy thing. And, he's got that full cage on. It makes it even a little bit more difficult to see the game. But I thought he played a pretty good game for coming back in.
That first shift, Trouba blocks. It looks like the Canadiens are kind of getting some momentum. Trouba blocks in 2 shots, one sends it the other way. Just how big of a moment was that?
Yeah, it was good. If you can play good defense, you certainly can spring offense. We knew that could happen tonight. If we did the right things defensively, that it might lead to offensive opportunities. And so, that was an example early on of that exactly happening. So I thought, we were better tonight defensively. Shesty's always going to have to make some saves. He did. I thought he was real sharp, but we were a little tighter, a little cleaner, especially after the first 10, 12 minutes of the game. But and then from there we pressed all night offensively.
Those first 4 goals, I mean, what were you seeing that was working so well for you guys?
Well, they were all kind of different. I mean, the first one was really nice off of the defensive zone coverage, off the rush. I mean, a beautiful play, a beautiful pass. Mika zinged it in there really quick. The second one's a hustle goal. Special teams factored into it. So it was, I thought it was a real good, like I said, a little contribution from everybody.
What do you think about every line just spent that much time in the zone?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's some nights you get that, and some nights you don't. And so tonight we seem to be clicking.
I know that the other night 2 goals were empty netters, but you guys haven't scored less than 4 goals in every single game. I mean, what do you think is allowing you guys to click so well offensively early?
You're right. They're different games. It's not like every game's wide open and we're just slinging it. Tonight I felt like we had a good amount of opportunities and a lot of scoring chances, but in that Toronto game, it wasn't that way. It was a much tighter game than the score suggests. And the offense, I think we feel like we can score goals. And so defensively are the things that we're talking about in the room, and I do think it was better tonight.
You're talking about those 2 different games. Tonight, you create a lot of movement in the ozone. Did you adjust into a situation that they were playing a lot of man-to-man, and it seemed like we were not able to follow you guys, so you kept pushing on that side of the game?
I mean, I think teams play the game differently defensively, and so I think you do need to make adjustments on how you play offensively. And so tonight, and they do the same thing. We don't play man on man, but I thought that they're a team that's hard to stop as well. They get moving offensively and they get their defensemen activated. As most teams do in the league, it becomes more difficult to try and just defend inside your position. You used to be 30 years ago left winger, and you just had to cover the right defenseman. You just go out and stand near him, and that's good. But now there just seems to be a lot more movement. It was more by position, and the game has just evolved to where players are just going everywhere, and it makes it more difficult to defend. There's constantly conversations in the room of just showing and trying to talk and communicate switches and things that have to happen.
How impressed were you with Filipino in terms of his offensive voice?
Yeah, that line was really good. I mean, they've been good, but. And I think I said this, I can't remember who asked the question, but when you're good and you're doing the right things, and maybe you don't get rewarded the way you want to, eventually you'll get rewarded if you can just keep doing the right things, right? Do the right things. It's an old saying, old adage, do the right things. And if you do, good things can happen. And tonight it was because of them that they were able to score offense. They've been playing the game the right way. Tonight they factored in offensively.